Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. Sit down, relax, enjoy. We're going to have fun today. No guests. So, crystal ball today. My newest one, the biggest one. So, if anybody wants a crystal ball reading, 603-640-3091. But, of course, wait until I finish, my famous quote, my fun facts today. The climate action people are going to love it. The fun facts today. I am too, because it's going to show them how really mental they are. All right, anyway, so again, welcome. How do you like this weather we're having? Fantastic, nice mild winter. I don't have any problem with it. This is just God's way of, these green energy or whatever it is, these idiots that try to spike up the price of fuel and cut you out of this and try to oppress you. This is God's way of saying, oh yeah, not so fast. All right, so let's start as usual. Oh, wait a minute. See that? I'm so raring to go with these fun facts. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm David B., also known as the Readings Guy. 603-404-9338. You can also email, you can call, you can text. You can email me at biffid@yahoo.com. That's BIFFID @yahoo.com. Get in touch with me either way. All right? So, let's get to it. I need a lifesaver. All right. Today, our famous quote. Pay attention, everyone. In a republic, the Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people, which it's trying to do. It is an instrument for the people to restrain the government, lest the government come to dominate their lives and interest. Think about it. Get involved. Call your politicians. Email them. Call them. Text them. Don't let them get away with shredding the Constitution and throwing your rights and freedoms out the window and trampling all over them, which they've been doing. So, once more, in a republic, which is what we live in, a republic. People say it's a democracy, but it's really a republic. All right? In a republic, the Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people, that's us. It is an instrument for the people, us, to restrain the government. We need to use it. Lest the government come to dominate their lives and interest. All right, one more time with no interjections from me. In a republic, the Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people. It is an instrument for the people to restrain the government, lest the government come to dominate their lives and interest. None other than Patrick Henry, the first governor of Virginia. There you have it. All right, now, the fun facts today. I love it. All you climate action people, pay attention. And this is just going to show you how moronic and dumb you are and how you're being nothing but manipulated by these power grabbers. All right? So let's get to it. They're very amusing. And hopefully, maybe some of you idiots, climate action people, you'll wake up when you hear this stuff. All right? So let's go. First one. Most of us already know this. Tides are caused, half of this. Tides are caused because the moon's gravity is pulling the water up while the Earth's gravity is pulling the water down. I only knew half of that. Well, not even. I just knew that, the moon controls the tides. But see, now we know why. And it's not only the moon, the moon's gravity, it's the Earth's gravity. See that? All right. This one I knew, but not everybody does. There are 2 high tides and 2 low tides every day. This process actually takes 24 hours and 50 minutes in total. And the reason I know that one is because I used to live near the beach down in Mass. So, when would you want to go to the beach? You wouldn't want to go during high tide because there's really nowhere to spread out, put your blanket, and, be able to litter around your blanket. If it's high tide, you're squished in. You can't throw your litter around or your empty cans in the sand. You have to keep them on your blanket, so it's no fun. All right. Here's the third one. All right. This is pretty cool. I didn't know this one. Tides are said to have a considerable impact on marine life. They cause an increase in the sea level resulting from the gathering of fish in one spot. Who would have ever known, right? Now, these last 2 are just to show you what fools these climate action people are. The supposed Greenpeace or whoever they are at the top, we'll say Obama, John Kerry, Al Gore, who all have $20 million mansions right on the seashore, right on the coastline, and they're gonna tell you that the waters are gonna rise, but it shows you what a bunch of crap that is. When here's their $20 million mansion, and the tide's coming in 20 feet from the mansion, and they're not concerned one bit. Wake up, people. All right, here's fun fact number 4. I love this one. Tides create friction, a lot of it, by rubbing against the ocean floor, right? Back and forth, back and forth. Some of this already, climate action people, pay attention, so stupid you are, believe anything you hear. Some of this is dissipated as heat, get it? As heat. Just like when you rub your hands together. Same thing, all right? But most of it is transferred into energy that acts as a brake on the Earth's rotation. By a very small amount per day, the Earth is turning slower and the days are growing longer because of the tide. All right, so climate action people, now what are you going to do? There's proof right there. How are you going to control the tide? They create heat. Now what are you going to do? I mean, really, think about it. That's how stupid and moronic and naive and ignorant people are, because they hear, the climate, they jump on board. You're never going to control tides, people. So I got news for you. This climate change, climate action, climate warming, global warming, whatever, it's always been changing. All it is, again, it's a power grab to suppress you, to take away your rights, to take away your liberties, to take away your mobility, to take away your freedom of speech, to take away what you want to eat. And that's all it is. There's proof right then and there. And here's another one. For all you climate action morons, pay attention to this one. Tidal power is the most predictable of all the renewable energy sources. Yet you hear no one, not one, of these climate action generals or whatever you want to call them, supposedly people in the know, or these scientists, these climate scientists, you don't hear not one of them mention about harnessing tides. Why? Because it's a scam. That's why. So, I'm glad I could enlighten everyone. So, again, climate action people, hate to tell you, but you're being taken for a ride. And they're laughing because they can't believe they got all these gullible idiots out there stomping their feet and blowing up power stations now and slashing people's SUV tires. For what? Because they don't know what they're doing. That's how stupid they are. All right. Anyway, anyone, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you want a reading, I also crystal ball reading. I also have my trusty psychic oracle cards today. We can, in case you don't want a crystal ball reading, you want a card reading, we can do that. Again, 603-640-3091. Until the phone rings, if it rings. Well, let's see. What can we talk about? Whoa. One of the things astonishing, after 15 votes, Kevin McCarthy finally got the speakership. So there you have it. I'm glad for that. Just, let's get the show on the road here. They finally sort of clinched power before the next election, which is going to be more rigged than the past several have been. So hopefully they're going to, do something about investigating ballot stealing is what it really is. So, because it's, what happens is you've seen it, you just don't want to admit it, right? Again, I'll keep saying it because it's true. Close races. The Republicans were winning by 1%, 2%, 3%. Too close to call. Always in Democratic precincts, polling stations. Always the same, just in the Democrats. Too close to call. And then what happens? Why? Ballots have to appear. And no ballots in favor of the opposition, only in favor of the Democrats. But anyway, you can all say it's a conspiracy theory. The only conspiracy theory is climate change. Again, think about it. The climate has been changing for billions and billions and billions of years. And I've said this before, you're not going to, unless you can control the sun, you ain't controlling the climate. And not only that, what did we learn today? Not only do you have to control the sun, now you have to control the tides if you want climate action. Because why? Tides produce heat, and we all know what heat does. It warms things up, whether you like it or not. So call your politicians and get another $20 trillion to control tides, right? Let's pay that for let's pay $20 trillion for these green people to steal it all. All right. What happened? I think this is broken. I don't see anything on here now. Oh well. Anyway, I thought it was the phone, but what it says? No, it's broken.
Uh-oh.
It's broken. That's twice. Whoever you are,
Take a break.
have.
Take a break.
All right. Whoever you are, have patience. We'll resolve the issue. Not to worry. All right, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for your patience. I needed the break. We've got the phone issue resolved, and look at that. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing, Dave?
I'm doing
Why is it hard to get through?
The energy lady, you know why? It's all your energy. The phone broke. The phone broke.
My goodness.
It's-
And you started playing Dom's music.
There you go. See that? You got so much energy it shorted out the phone.
Oh, my goodness. Is that what I do to you?
Well, not to me, to the phone. Not to me, to the phone.
Could you give me a reading, please?
Psychic oracle cards or crystal
A
ball.
ball. I see that big ball.
That's right, and I got like this blue cushion here for it. I don't know if you
I
can.
see it.
It looks greenish to me on the screen here, but
It does.
all right, it's really blue. It's like baby blue.
It's like the background.
Right. Hey, so we're going to start right away. I see you again. A decision is coming up, so in the not too distant future, it's you have to make this decision. You know, I see a fork in the road here. You're going to have to decide which way to go. Depending on the decision you make. One of them is I'm getting the sense that it's not really the decision that you want to make, but it's the easy decision. And if you go that route, it's just going to be ho-hum, and that will be that. However, if you choose the other way, which is, you know, sort of maybe a little bit of unknown territory for you, I can see it right in here. You'll be ecstatic after making that decision. You're going to just be amazed at how wonderful and better the decision is. And because you know them both, you know both possibilities. So, and like I said, one of them is so. All right, let's see. I see also, you know, I hate saying this because everybody says it, right? But either you're going somewhere or someone's going to come visit you via airplane. So that's in here also. That's nice and clear. Okay, I'm getting the letters C and the letter N. So CN. Whatever that is. God, all right, energy lady. I keep saying this because I keep seeing it as, you know, you're getting, I know your energy is up there and, you know, you're open to all this stuff, but I'm still seeing in here, it's like, you know, it's like your spirit guides, you know, it's, why aren't you listening? Why aren't you listening? You know, give the messages some credibility here. you know, they're sort of like banging their heads against the wall. What aren't they doing right to sort of have you listen? Also, well, all right, who is, and you know, you don't give me an answer, but it's like, who is who's always, there's someone close to you that's always sort of like, you know, squawking and complaining, and, you know, it's, God bless you. I don't have much tolerance for that. I can deal with that for about 5 minutes. But I see this person, and it's pretty prevalent. It's not sort of like, you know, it's just sometimes it's sort of like they love doing this for whatever reason. Got me. I also, all right, here we go again. I see somebody going, well, somebody's either got, because it's so prevalent, you know, and it's everywhere around us. Who's tested positive for COVID recently that you know? And if they haven't tested recently, they will be. Or it's somebody with respiratory issues. It could be a cold, could be just a common cold, it could be a flu. I'm seeing that there. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. That's I'm getting over a cold too, but you know what it is? I still have postnasal drip, so from it, not bad, but all right. Also, well, all right. Who's stringing you along? I can see it in here. It's somebody is sort of, you know, they're telling you about this, they're going to do this, or they're going to do that. That could be the same person that's in here complaining all the time. But this is because it's sort of, I feel it as though it's linked. Right? It's the, you know, they're going to do this and they want to do this and they've almost got this accomplished, but yet you know, it's sort of never sort of connects. You know what I mean? Whatever that's all about. I see that.
I know what that's about. Go ahead.
Because that's pretty up there also. Also, I see that there's someone also around you that, I'm just going to come out and say it because it's really rubbing me wrong here. Who is sitting on a pedestal and it's not you, by the way. I know it's not you, but who is sitting on a pedestal? You know, they're like a Ike. You know, I know everything, or you know, they think they're better than everyone, and you know, they think they're sort of. I'm getting the sense that this person is, you know, look how proper I am. So I see that around you.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Wow.
See, it's the blue cushion I'm using today. I figure let's see if that does anything. All right. I'm also, well, I'm going to say you missed it because, you know, too bad you should have seen Disney on Ice last week because I'm seeing sort of like those type of funny characters, you know, cartoon type characters in here. So, but you missed it. Disney on Ice was last week. By the way, I liked it. It was a good show. The costumes were very colorful. The colors were very vivid. And as I told one of the security guards that came in just to check, it reminded me of an LSD trip. I hate, you know.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. All right. Energy lady. Well, this could be because we're in Manchester. So this could have one. It's one of two meanings, all right? One of them is either the energy lady or someone you know is going camping, or the other meaning is when you go downtown, you got to watch. It's funny, watch out for the tent people. I see tents here. So it's meaning one or the other. All right? So watch out for that. I see well, again, this isn't you because this is all positive, but who sort of, there's also someone around you that, they sort of, they're like, how can I put it? I'm getting bombarded with stuff here. It's sort of like they sort of reach out to you or they open up, but as soon as they reach out to you, open up, they close just as quick like that. You know what I mean? It's sort of.
I know exactly what you're saying. Oh boy.
It's it's to me. I knew someone like that. I blocked him off the phone. This was a neighbor of mine. We became friendly. It's like enough is enough. That was the same thing. It's like no, thank you. And then
that's how I feel sometimes. Oh
yep.
boy.
Yeah.
You got that on the nail.
All right. And then, all right, let's see. Here we go. Excuse me. I'm sure this is going to have some meaning for you, but what's with Africa? What's with Africa? You interested in going there on maybe one of those wild adventure safaris or something? But I see Africa loud and clear here. I don't know. You
not for me. Somebody else.
Do you know who? Is it somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Aha! Look at that. All right, and all right, and then I know what's going on, but I think it's going to be on the news even more so. I'm seeing Hawaii in here, all right? And, of course, what I'm thinking is perhaps it's that volcano is really going to erupt, and we're going to hear more about it because I see Hawaii here, and I'm not getting any other link between you and Hawaii except for what's going on with that volcano. So everybody out there, including you, I bet before no time at all, we're going to be hearing about that volcano. And all right, what's with? Well, all right, here we go again. Are you feeding stray cats? By the way, you feeding any stray cats? Are there any stray cats?
No, but they go in my car.
Oh well, all right, because I see cats here, and I know they're not. I'm sort of like, I know that they're not. In the house there, but I see them close. So that's what that. And let me see if any numbers pop out at me. All right. Let's see if we can maybe I can give you some Mega Millions numbers. Let's see. All right. 7 7. I'm just going. 773 773. Maybe you just might want to play the daily number. And also, all right. Who else is around? Who's sort of like into ballroom dancing or enjoys ballroom dancing? I see that also. Like formal dancing, because I could see a female in here, and she's got like a, one of those gowns you would wear for ballroom dancing. So who's around you that's interested in that? And
I know someone talking about somebody that used to ballroom dance.
Well, there you go. Maybe you'll be hearing more of it. And, all right, finally, we'll end with this. I'm getting the letter M, and All right. Before I end with that, I have to say this too. I'm also seeing that somebody around you, it could even, this one could be you. Who's the sort of person interested in outer space or rocket ships or that type of thing? Perhaps even science fiction movies. I see that here too. And if I were you, check out. You're going to hear about again the 773 because I'm seeing it again. So keep that in mind, and perhaps you know we'll see what happens there. And one last thing. All right, this has got to do with you. I see that sort of. This is two things, two sort of. Issues that you're trying to clear up or have clarification on, all right? And they're not negative. It's just something that you've been thinking about, a couple of things. Because I see them, I see the atmosphere is nice and smooth, all right? And before the next time we talk, I'm going to say by next week, you're going to see your vision's going to open up on both these small two little issues, and all of a sudden you're going to be, without even sort of thinking of it, it's just, both of them are just going to sort of, you'll be looking and all of a sudden it's like, wow, without even thinking about it. It's just going to hit you. Maybe it's your guides trying to tell you something. So pay attention to them, energy lady, and that's it. So there you have it.
Well, thank you very much for the reading, Dave.
You're very welcome, energy lady, and thank you very much for coming.
What's on that crystal ball? Is that clear? Does that have spots in it or circles?
Well, this got... No, I don't know how to explain. It's not clear. I see it. You could see how the light's reflecting on it, but it's got.
Yeah.
I just always call them imperfections, and it's the way the light hits it. It contrasts
The little bubbles, like.
Yeah, bubbles. And shapes. And so, well, obviously, it's like the numbers
pretty.
Thank you. The numbers I read. It's when you turn it. I see it 773. So
yeah.
It's pretty cool. But anyway, there you have it. You always get nice reading. So that's those a few people around you that one of them is kind of would really
I know
irritate.
Who you're talking about, really.
I'm glad. But
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So anyway, enjoy the nice mild winter weather. Although it's going to be what?
You too.
Thank you.
Keep happy, healthy, and strong as usual.
Thank you. And enjoy the evening, enjoy the rest of the week, and don't forget, next Wednesday, same time, same place.
Of course, I'll be right there.
All right, thanks again. Talk to you.
All right.
Good night.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, so when I start doing these, let me clear it. When I start doing these, naturally, I always spend a lot more time than what I think. And if I didn't have time constraints here, I told you I did them for my neighbors, 35, 45 minutes, and to me it's like 5 minutes. All right, until if we get another call for a reading, I think I'll do a psychic oracle reading for everyone. So it's sort of like maybe mentally, emotionally, what's coming up generally, for, we'll say, not everyone, but for most people, but people will be able to, well, we get this all the time, but people will be able to take some of it or all of it. Of course, the first one we have, all right, it's deception and envy. Anyone who's out there, it's sort of like, me, anyone who's optimistic, there's always people, that are envious of that because, they're so down on themselves and downtrodden and things like that. So, good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Dave. How are you today?
Hey, Mr. Nookie. What's going on? I'm doing well myself.
You changed my name to Nookie?
I mean, is that what I said? I meant Mr. Whoopi. See that one? See?
What are you thinking of?
I don't know. I don't know. See that? Mr. Whoopi. Hey, is she gonna finally get fired, by the way?
I don't know, but I know one thing.
Yeah.
I want to know, do you have any secret documents in your closet?
Actually, they're in here. The documents,
Okay.
the secret documents are in here. I could tell you what they are. I don't. Do you have any secret never mind secret documents, classified documents.
Yeah, top secret, right?
Imagine, I know.
Yeah.
Now,
Can I
how
have a reading with the crystal ball, please?
you certainly may, but before I do the reading, I have a question now. Do you think that's gonna, like, the FBI is gonna raid that place and see what else he's got, or no?
No.
I agree with you. All right. Right
We
away.
should go down to, maybe they should go to Kamala Harris's house, too, to find out if she got anything secret.
I bet she's got a lot. All right. All right. Anyway, I'm going to start off with, who have you been bickering with? I see a big bicker here, and somebody that's really sort of headstrong or stubborn. They're the ones that are sort of like, I'm seeing that they're making the charge after you. But they're really a pushover. As they say, their bark is worse than the bite. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. Here we go. Here's a couple of numbers for you. 50. So if that means anything, as a matter of fact, wait a minute. I have to change that. 507. They're right in a row here. Imagine 507. Yep. I'm also seeing it could be you. Who's around you has a pistol. I could see a nice pistol there. And
Yep.
boy, oh boy, this one's real busy here. I also, if it's not you, someone that's close to you, I could see a ride up to the mountains. So, of course, from around here, you don't really have to go too far, but I see someone going up to the mountains, or I see a journey up to the mountains. Let's put it that way. Who's got the chipmunk problem? I see a chipmunk problem here with someone. I don't know if it's you, but
Neighbor. That's a neighbor.
they have a chipmunk problem, no question about it. No question.
He told me that he has a shed in the backyard,
Yeah,
right? And they happen to go in there quite a bit.
and they're enjoying themselves too, believe me, but I know it's a problem because I could see a bunch of them. That is too funny. All right, let's see. Ooh. Ugh. Who's
Ooh.
who's the negative person around you? I see someone that's just really sort of dark and negative and angry. I don't know what that's all about, but that's close. If they haven't exploded yet or anything like that, it's about to happen. So just be aware of that. Ugh. This is like someone's really, really in a dark place right now, but you'll be hearing about it, not to worry.
Yeah, and I don't worry.
No, you can't
What,
know.
do you worry?
I don't really, because you can worry from here to kingdom come. It's not going to change one thing. So, like I say, why worry? All right. All right. I also see. Well, this is one of two things. Either you're going fishing, or within a couple of days, you're having a nice fish dinner. Either one.
I'll say the dinner first.
You're going to have a fish dinner first?
Yeah.
I love fish. Let's see. I also see. Well, I'm getting the sense that this is you. Perhaps it might be linked to that dark person with the dark that's going to have the big outburst and be negative and all that stuff. But I see, you being able and sort of effortlessly taking control of the situation and, sort of just exposing them to the truth and how sort of unfounded their sort of mentality is about whatever it is that they're gonna start going on about and getting nasty about. I see you handling that easy. Let's see. Okay. All right. Here's a couple of letters for you. All right.
Good.
MV. Are you going to Martha's Vineyard? But I see the letters. I see the letters MV in here. Martha's Vineyard. Who knows? Got me, but yeah. And all right. Wow. Look at the time. This time flies when I'm doing this stuff. Let's just do a couple of more here. I see also, this is you. I see you sort of, and this is in a good way. This is in a nice sense. I see you sort of feeling a little pressured about something. I'm not seeing in here specifically what, but I see you sort of being a little pressured, but at the same time as you're feeling pressured, all right? I see this sort of, as you're feeling pressured, it's all going to make sense to you, and it's the solution. Once you see the solution, it's going to sort of expand and sort of brighten your horizon, let's put it that way. So, there you have it. And
okay, it's going to be a sunny day tomorrow. That's going to brighten my horizon.
I thought we're getting snow tomorrow, Mr. Whoopi.
Oh, tomorrow night.
What?
Thursday.
What? It's going to be sunny during the day, and
yeah.
And well, all right. Well, by the way, I said the cat's going to be let out of the bag, and you know what I'm talking about. By the way, the cat's going to.
Did I win the Mass Millions?
You mean? Well, they got to change the name now to Mega Billions at the way the jackpot's going, right? I know. I'm hoping for it too. I bought a ticket for last night. I got one number. So I'm going to have to buy more tonight, but let's see. And then, okay, well, all right. And finally, I'm going to end on this note with, again, I see this could be with a whole different person, but again, when I just said the cat's out of the bag, you're really going to sort of realize the situation. You know what I mean? You're really going to sort of absorb the situation, see what's really going on, and, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So
Okay.
there you have it, Mr. Whoopi, and I'm pretty sure you sort of have a clue what's that. And just so you know, it's really, it's really sort of black and white when the result is there. So there you have it.
All right.
Thanks for calling, Mr. Whoopi, and
Okay.
keep thinking
God
positive.
bless you, Dave. Have a good week.
Thanks, and you, and think positive. Maybe we'll fire her before we know it. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Enjoy your evening. Thanks. Bye. All right. All right. Bernie loves the Psychic Tarot deck. I'm glad you do. I kind of like them. It's sort of, as you know, tarot is tarot, but it's sort of tarot, but it's more individually focused on sort of, an individual's mentality and emotional state and that type of thing, as opposed to, tarot covers all bases. But I'm going to do this reading quick. Well, I guess I'm not. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon.
Mary, quite contrary. How are you today?
Not too bad, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Well, how's the kitties with the kitty condo?
They like it.
See
It's
that?
bigger, it's for a smaller cat, but it's cute because she, look, Crystal, she goes in, turns herself around, and half of her is outside and the other half is inside.
Part of Fred's does that. I call it the cubby hole. It's about maybe 2 feet off the ground. He loves it. He does the same
No, it
thing.
sits right on the ground. It's made like an A-frame.
Right, I know. I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, it is. I know, with the scratch thing. Those always come in handy.
Yeah, and they like the side of it because it's got the scratching thing. They like that better than the other scratch thing I got for them.
Really? Wow. See that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
I saw some kitties while I was there.
and
But
did
they
you?
were all, brother and sister, or sister and sister, brother. And they had they were really one pair that I really, really thought they were so cute
Yeah.
and everything. One was Sophie and Bella.
Yeah,
Two
but
sisters. But
Yep.
they were, oh my God, they were beautiful cats. They were black. They were gorgeous.
Mary, then you'd have 4. 4 is
Yeah, I know.
too many.
All I want is one. I don't need two.
Exact-
Two more. I really
right,
don't. I just
exactly.
want one for Crystal.
There you go. I know there's a big difference between 3 and 4 cats. Yeah.
Well, years ago, at one time, I had 7.
Caught it out.
Yeah, they were all Addie's cats.
Wow. A couple of times I've had 3, and this is why. I used to, I hate to say this, but this is why I did it. Well, it's good. I used to volunteer at an animal shelter out in Springfield, Mass, right? And I used to call her the drill instructor because the operations manager, she was real mean. She would walk through in the morning and she'd say, "If he's not gone today, he's dead." I mean, that's how blunt she was, right?
Oh, geez.
And I said, to me, I always thought she should never be in that position, being that cold.
No.
So when she said that, I would always take them, and they'd give them to me for free, or like maybe $5, right?
Yeah.
And I'd take them home, and I'd find them a home from,
There you go.
word of mouth
There
through
you
the
go.
neighbors. But I always did that. It's like, why are you running an animal shelter when you want to kill the animals?
Yeah, how true. Yeah, how true that is.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, and the cats, they'd come home, they loved me naturally, But, you know, some of them, what a difference. Once you get them out of the shelter, it's like, what God did they blossom?
I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's cute. It's cute when once they're home, they'll go, okay, I'll do what I want now.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Just once in a great while, there'd be real mean, nasty cats and dogs. And I hate to say it, it hardly ever happened, but I remember
Yeah.
one time this cat was so mean. I did say to myself, this one it deserves for her to come by and say, if no one takes him, he's dead. You know, that's how nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, and so Mary, what's all going on with the show tomorrow?
Nothing much right now. A lot of some people are still away, and they're just starting to settle down from the New Year's and everything.
Uh-huh. You have any
Yeah,
guests
so-
tomorrow? You have any
Yeah.
guests tomorrow?
No, nobody coming in tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
If you'd like to pop in, be my guest.
Oh, thank you. I just might, depending on the weather, because if it's snowing,
Yeah.
I'm staying put.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, on your crystal ball,
Yeah.
I'm seeing numbers, believe it or not. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm seeing black numbers.
Well, you can. I mean, I'm looking at the screen. I could see black in there. So.
Yeah, I can see like black, and I can see like the letter S in there.
Wow. So you're
Really,
seeing
I
it from
can
the
see
opposite
letter S
side.
to my right near your bottle.
Wow.
I'm seeing 23 on there. There's a 6 on the top.
Wow. All right. Look at that. Mary, write these numbers down. It could be the Mega Millions numbers. So I don't have a lot of time, Mary, but I'll give you a quick reading of what I see, and
Okay.
I'm getting the sense that you're doing this to yourself. You're sort of like you're driving yourself crazy with something. I see you like going crazy for really no reason at all. I don't know. I don't get it, Mary. It's, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
how can we say it? You're making a mountain out of a molehill. That's the easiest way I can put it. So don't put your feet back on the ground and take a couple of deep breaths and sort of ground yourself, because it's
Yeah.
stop frazzling yourself, Mary.
Yeah, I'm really trying to find a kitty for my girls. That's what it is.
All right, see, you'll find one. So now, when you're trying to, do you like go online to the animal shelters and see what they have to be adopted? We'll say like
Yeah.
Manchester and Nevins Farm and Methuen, and do you do stuff like that?
Yeah. Like yesterday in Bedford, like I said, that's where I got the condo from there in Bedford.
Yeah.
And I saw the kitties, what they have, but there was nothing that would match mine.
Uh-huh.
You know, for being good, and I don't want 2 cats. And the ones they did have had to go together.
Yeah, see that? I know. Because I'd see, occasionally I think I'm maybe getting a buddy for Fred, but it's the same thing. All the cats that I'm attracted to, they have to go together.
Yeah.
So, And so, Mary, I'm getting letters HK, whatever that is, HK. Also, this one or two meanings here. Either, I'm going to say, who's either into aquariums or who's specifically interested in turtles. Who's got an interest of turtles?
That I don't know.
So,
But I do. I love fish myself.
the only other thing when I see, because the turtle that also, is telling me is who's, it could be me, because I move like a turtle. So who's, someone like that's, who's real slow moving, or is the turtle around? I see that. That's very noticeable, by the way.
Yeah.
But now that I think of it, though, Mary, I'm going to go back to the aquatic stuff, because I'm seeing fish in here and stuff like that. So maybe you're due for a trip to the aquarium, Mary.
I would love to.
See, maybe that's just what
Yeah,
you need.
I do. I like the ocean. I love anything that's got to do with the ocean.
There you go. Whale watching, Mary.
Yeah, I know, huh? Maybe
yeah.
maybe next summer.
There you go. All right, Mary, see if this makes any sense to you. FH, the letters FH.
FH.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but the K did.
The earlier? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that did.
I see a nice transformation coming up, Mary. A nice, pleasant, sort of bright, colorful transformation coming up. So, it's something that's sort of filled with a lot of glee, shall we say. I see that coming shortly, so maybe you'll be getting that. Maybe you'll be getting that kitty. Oh,
Yep, who knows?
right. Now I'm seeing more numbers,
Yeah.
Mary. Maybe this is I see 64. If that has any significance, 64.
It does. I don't know what the 4 means to me,
Uh-huh.
but every time I turn around on something, I see a 4.
Wow.
There's a 4 in there somewhere. I don't know what it means.
Huh. Mary, I hate to cut it short. I only got 2 minutes left, so I can't even finish the reading I was doing, but
Alrighty.
thanks for calling. Let me
welcome. Have
all
a
right.
good day.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks for
All
calling.
righty.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Tomorrow, same place, same time. Cruising with Mary. Check it out. It's always a lot of fun. I only got a couple of minutes left. Gina, it says you would like a card reading. I'd be glad to give you one. Seeing as I got my Psychic Oracle cards, give me a call, 603-404-9338. I'll gladly give you a 3-card reading. And Bernie, again, let me thank you. I'm glad you like the Psychic Oracle deck. Maybe I'll bring them again next week and do my sort of general reading for everyone. Again, this is David B., the readings guy. 603-404-9338, biffit@yahoo.com. And please, by all means, 2 things you need to keep in mind constantly. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. Like, remember the fun facts that Ties today, right? You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, please remember, you are a winner.